Alien versus Predator, Requiem. No, Aliens versus Predator, Requiem.
That doesn't sound like a fair matchup.
No.
Really? Lots of aliens against one Predator.
You know, but there's more than one. Here's how
Why
it works.
isn't it
No, hang on. Wait. Here's the plot.
Yes.
Here's the plot. Okay. You know, years ago we had Alien, right? And it was slow and it was thoughtful. We had characters that you cared about. They're all kind of middle-aged and they're up in space and stuff happens. And by the time the really bad stuff happens, you really care about them, you know, the characters. So when the thing bursts out of John Hurt's chest, wow, I really care because it's John Hurt. And it's designed by H.R. Giger and it's directed by Ridley Scott, who's a fine artist. And it's written by, you know, writers that actually understand their craft, and it takes its time. Now we fast forward, whatever it is, 25 years. And we have the Alien franchise. We gave it Aliens, which is good. Alien 3, pants, although messed up by the studio. And then Alien Resurrection, which is not as bad as everybody thought. Meanwhile, Predator, which was always rubbish. Predator 2, which was super rubbish. Then Alien versus Predator in the kind of King Kong versus Godzilla way. Now, Aliens versus Predator begins with a shot of the Predator with its chest burst open, out of which has come an alien, which has taken on some of the qualities of the Predator, therefore making it into a Predalien.
Ta-da!
So the Predalien.
A
Predalien. And the Predalien...
Aliens versus Predator and Predalien.
And the Predalien is basically an alien with dreadlocks.
Isn't that a prog band that toured with Focus?
I think it was, yes, and I think the bassist from the Yardbirds was in them. So, here's the main differences, right? Firstly, whereas the other one had middle-aged characters we care about, this is just a bunch of young people, some of them running around in their pants, don't care about any of them. Secondly, it's all shot in that way, which the BBFC said that it's a violent film, but they gave it a 15 because it's all so fast-paced that you can't really see what's going on, and that's absolutely true. You can't see what's going on, and when you can see what's going on, you don't care what's going on anyway. You don't care about any of these people, where they live or die. Actually, you're more interested in how the Predalien got its haircut, how that mutation worked. Thirdly, at the end of the movie, they attempt to tie up the timescale of this movie with the timescale of Alien, which just leaves you sitting there going, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, and that character isn't called that, and what's he doing there? Fourthly, there is this just nuts thing when the original film throws back to things like Mario Bava's Planet of the Vampires and It, the Terror from Beyond Space, and it draws on the drawings and the paintings of Giger, and it has a Jodorowsky legacy. This is essentially based on a video game. It's
Jodorowsky legacy?
Yeah, Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Can you define that briefly?
Yes, it's, if you imagine, well, Jodorowsky was at one point going to do Dune. Right. The science fiction movie Dune. And that was, I think, how Giger first got involved in the process.
Right, so the Jodorowsky legacy would be
that it's to do with advanced, grown-up science fiction for people who have brains.
Fine.
As opposed to thicko video game science fiction for people who, incidentally, the first movie is so much about male fear of pregnancy, and it's got this incredibly complicated sort of ecosystem about how the alien works out. This movie is made by people who seem to think that the throat is directly connected to the womb. Now, I'm sorry, did you not do Anatomy 101?
Do you think that might be missed by most people? Do you think everyone...
I think the target audience of it wouldn't know. I think is that not true? I'm really surprised. It's rubbish. It's rubbish, and it's just noisy, badly shot rubbish.